Good evening, hello and welcome. You're watching Times Now. This is the News Hour. My name is Pranesh Kumar Roy and let's get you the latest as far as Patiala clashes are concerned. An uneasy calm prevails. In a press conference just a short while ago, the Punjab police has confirmed that as many as 6 FIRs have been filed so far. And 24 people have been named as accused while 3 have been arrested. Now, let's talk about the visuals, viewers. Times Now has accessed 6 videos from Friday's clashes in Patiala that give a sense of how the violence unfolded. The first video, this is the CCTV footage that captures the exact moment when the clashes erupted. On your screens, viewers, you can see a mob running amok. Following them is another group which is seen running with swords and some even hurling stones. This has been captured on CCTV. Let's go to video number 2. The second video, viewers, shows a mob of armed men carrying bricks, sticks, swords. They are seen attacking shops in the complex. While a man can be seen hurling bricks on the shutters of a shop, others can be seen manhandling, almost assaulting the shopkeeper, hitting him with sticks. All this as cops try and control the situation, but clearly they were outnumbered. Let's tell you about the video number 3. In this, viewers, as you can see, a group of people standing off a roof of a temple and throwing stones at protesters standing outside the temple. Now, in the next video, there is a group on the opposite side which can be seen pelting stones. Now, shockingly, all this is happening when Punjab police personnel are on the ground, standing right next to the mob, as you can see. And all this was happening in front of the Punjab police. The mayhem on the streets is captured on tape. You can see how sword-wielding men went on a rampage. No fear of the law, no fear of the policemen standing right there with them. Here's another video, viewers. Take a look at this. The police standing with rifles in their hand. They fire in the air, thinking that this would scare away and disperse the mob. But only to little avail. The mob continues to brandish swords, completely unfazed by the police presence. Now that you've seen the video, and before I bring in Priyank Tripathi, let's try and listen to what the Punjab police has said about what happened yesterday.
We are joined by IG of this range. Sir, how many people have been arrested so far?
Three accused have been arrested.
And there are 6 FIRs?
6 FIRs.
So you're calling Parwana the key accused. Is he the key conspirator and he was the one who instigated everything?
Yes. So far, from the investigation, he is one of the main conspirators.
And how many people have been arrested so far, sir?
3.
So you have many more accused also who have been named?
Yes, 24 accused.
So 24 accused who have been named and 3 arrested so far.
3 arrested.
Thank you for talking.
6 FIRs, 3 arrested, 24 have been named as accused. Priyank Tripathi now joining us with the latest. Priyank, now at the outset, people want to know that everything has been caught on camera. People who were there brandishing swords, they can easily be seen. But no arrest so far of the sword.
जो भी लोगों ने गलत तनाव किया है, उनको किसी को भी बख्शा नहीं जाएगा. आज सुबह से काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग एक्शन सरकार ने लिए हैं और पटियाला के अंदर पूरी तरह से अमन शांति हो चुकी है. और जो भी लोग हैं पंजाब, किसी को भी, चाहे इसका हो, चाहे उसका हो, चाहे इस दल का हो, चाहे उस दल का हो, चाहे कि कोई भी अगर पंजाब की शांति को खराब करने की कोशिश करेगा, उसके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई की जाएगी.
खालिस्तान समर्थक
छोड़ा नहीं, उनको छोड़ेंगे नहीं.
Thank you, sir.
That was Arvind Kejriwal saying that guilty will not be spared. But Priyank, coming back to the fundamental question, the sword-wielding men are on camera. Why is the Punjab police unable to trace and arrest them?
Because Pranesh, they actually know that these people were, and because of some kind of political pressure, they could not act on that particular very moment because the CCTV camera, which was accessed by Times, clearly shows that this mayhem started around 10 o'clock and it went till 1 p.m. And you can clearly see in the series of CCTV footage that there were policemen who were accompanying them. And now the police have come out and said that one of the accused who has been identified already had a past history of several crime cases, is a key conspirator. But what I saw, because of a good half hours, I was looking for these CCTV footage so that we can send the exact portion to show it to our viewers. There were policemen who were along with them. Now police is saying that they have identified 25 people, and the number can certainly rise after looking at all these CCTV footage. All these people are on run. So at first go, when all these men who were right in front of the police person, they were not arrested, and now police officers are saying that they have identified them, they will be arrested. So certainly these hooligans were pre-run in the name of some politics which can give them some more vote share. But fact remains that this kind of activity clearly seen on the streets of Patiala was not even good for Patiala, but also for the country, because these visuals have gone viral. And you have seen, Pranesh, that how SFJ has been trying to promote enmity in between several groups in the country. And they have also been using these visuals as a victory march and a procession thing.
Okay. Now stay with us, Priyanka. I'm coming right back to you. Major General G.D. Bakshi also joining our broadcast. General Saab, I'm coming to you, but there is a war of versions also emerging. There are multiple versions and claims. The FIR filed by a Sikh activist named Balwinder Singh alleges that stone pelting started from the temple and that shots were also fired from the temple. But on the other hand, we have videos showing the mob going on a rampage and attacking shops outside and inside the temple complex. Let's listen to what the complainant has said.
देखिए पटियाला में जो कल एक्सीडेंट हुआ है काली माता मंदिर पे हजारों की संख्या में लोगों ने आकर आक्रमण किया। लाइनों में खड़े हुए भक्तों पर तलवारों से, लाठी से, डंडे से, पत्थरों से जो हमला किया गया है, ये सब परवाना ने ही ऑनलाइन होकर लोगों को उकसाया, जिसकी वजह से गुरुद्वारा दुख निवारण में हजारों की संख्या में सिख लोग इकट्ठे हुए और उन्होंने ही आकर काली माता मंदिर पर अटैक किया, लोगों को घायल किया और प्रसाद मंदिर में बनी हुई प्रसाद की दुकानों में लूटपाट की, गल्लों से पैसे निकाल कर लेके गए हैं और मंदिर में चढ़ाने के लिए जो दुकानदारों ने सोने चांदी के छत्र रखे हुए वो सब वो लूट कर ले गए।
Now Priyanka continues to be with us, but General Bakshi, the reason we have you here on the show is so that you can put in context why peace is paramount not just in Punjab, because it is crucial for the rest of the country. Punjab is a border state. Need we say more?
Absolutely. You see, what I would like to point out is I have lived through in Punjab at a stage when I have lived through in Punjab at a stage when there were darkness. I have lived through this decade from 1980 to 1990, and I was operating there. In fact, I was commanding a Sikh company in 1985 in Punjab, 1 year after the catastrophe of Operation Blue Star and all that followed. And I have seen what the people of Punjab went through. It was horrible. It was a nightmare. And thank God we were able to somehow suppress it, we were able to put it down. And we were able to put it down because at one stage the people of Punjab themselves realized that this was getting to be too much, that criminal elements had joined this entire movement which had started with very lofty aims and ambitions, and now women were being raped, women were being molested, the ordinary citizen was being put through hell, and at one stage he decided enough was enough. So we have to now ensure and you see, we have to now ensure that we don't sleepwalk into a disaster. We don't sleepwalk into a disaster, because please understand that for the last few years, the ISI has been working in a concerted manner, in a single-minded manner, to somehow revive terrorism in the Punjab, to somehow sow hatred and discord amongst communities, to somehow, arouse and excite people over small little incidents which can then blow up, balloon up, expand out of all, rational context, and can become seed points for disaster. Pakistan's ISI has been trying to pump in drugs for well over a decade. With drugs, you get controlled zombies. With drugs, you get people you can control, make them do anything you want, because he is now addicted. Then in phase 2, they started, for the last 3-4 years, they started a campaign to induct arms, ammunitions, explosives, grenades, weapons, and these are being now supplied over the border fencing using Chinese quadcopters and hexacopters. One of the main things that ended the Punjab terrorism phase was that we built the fence in the Punjab. That stopped the physical movement of terrorists, that stopped the physical induction of arms and ammunitions and explosives. Now they're trying to beat that fence by trying to fly this thing in using, drones and hexacopters and quadcopters, which have been supplying arms, ammunition, grenades, rifles, pistols, prefabricated IEDs. Now, with that, what you need is a trigger. What we now see is the quest to start a trigger, to start an explosion, to whip up the sentiments of people over trivial incidents which can be blown out of proportion. This is now the time for all political parties to show a great sense of maturity, to show a great sense of responsibility. Because if we don't, Punjab will go through a worse nightmare. What started as a tragedy will come back to haunt us as a farce. But that farce will become at our expense. Imagine trying to drive the Punjab back to the same dark ages of the 1980s era, when, people were killed in their hundreds and in their thousands later, and there was a reign of terror in the Punjab. You want it back? You want whatever progress that Punjab has made, you want to put it back because you want to play to the tune of foreign masters, foreign puppeteers, who will sort of play the puppets here in Punjab and create mayhem. What is hurting you? That there is peace, there is prosperity, there is khushhali in Punjab. Is that the reason why you must go out of the way to disrupt? And for scoring a few political brownie points, you want to put Punjab into that disaster decade again? I think people should wake up and smell the coffee. The political parties have a major role to play. Just because one particular set of politicians got involved with the drug trade, all you can think of is making money. Well, the people showed them the door.
Absolutely. You've put it in the right context, General Saab. The politicians must rise above political class. They must speak in one voice so that peace prevails in Punjab. General Bakshi, I thank you for joining us and putting this in context for our viewers. India First Forever is our hashtag. Please use that to engage with us. But before we move on, here is what the Punjab Chief Minister said on this.
भगवंत मान जी पटियाला में जो हिंसा हुई उस पर अभी तक क्या एक्शन हुआ है और कौन लोग इसके लिए जिम्मेदार हैं?
देखिए, पॉलिटिकल पार्टियां थी दोनों तरफ, शिव सेना के वर्कर और दूसरी तरफ अकाली दल अमृतसर के वर्कर, अकाली दल के, बादल के, और बीजेपी के दूसरी तरफ तो ये दो पॉलिटिकल पार्टियों के वर्करों की क्लैश थी। ये फिरकों की लड़ाई नहीं है, आपस में दो समुदायों की लड़ाई नहीं है। अब शांत हो चुका है सब कुछ और लोग भाईचारे से रहते हैं। पंजाब में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की स्थिति को खराब होने की किसी को इजाज़त नहीं दी गई। पुलिस के आला अधिकारियों पर आज एक्शन लिया, वहाँ का IG, SSP, DSP और SP सबको ट्रांसफ़र कर दिया।
भगवंत मान जी, जो बीजेपी है वो ये कह रही है कि हम पहले से कह रहे थे कि खालिस्तानियों का सपोर्ट है, ऐसे नारे लगाए गए हैं खालिस्तान के समर्थन में, इसमें कितनी सच्चाई है?
नहीं, इसमें बिल्कुल भी सच्चाई नहीं है। हम तो सेकुलर पार्टी है और हमने तो सबने वोट दिया है। पंजाब के लगभग हर दूसरे आदमी ने वोट दिया है। पंजाब में भाईचारे से रहते हैं लोग। ये बीजेपी वाले शिवसेना के साथ मिलकर ये काम कर रहे थे। उसमें प्रेसिडेंट है जो बीजेपी का अर्बन का, पटियाला का, यूथ विंग का प्रेसिडेंट, बीजेपी का जनरल सेक्रेटरी उसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं। उन सबको अंदर करेंगे और दूसरी तरफ भी जो जितने भी जो भड़काने वाले थे, र्यूमर फैलाने वाले थे, उन पर भी FIR हो जाए।
आपको लगता है कि इंटेलिजेंस का फेल्योर नहीं है, इसके लिए बीजेपी जिम्मेदार है? लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की कोई स्थिति खराब नहीं थी?
लॉ एंड ऑर्डर बिल्कुल जो है खराब नहीं है, बिल्कुल सही है। बड़े काबिल अफसर हैं हमारे पास इंटेलिजेंस के। पर ये सिर्फ जो सिक्योरिटी लेने के लिए करते हैं ना कि मुझे थ्रेट है, मुझे Y दे दो, मुझे Z दे दो, ये वैसा वाला काम है।
बीजेपी
चंद लोग हैं बस।
बीजेपी इसके लिए जिम्मेदार है, आप मानते हैं?
दोनों जिम्मेदार हैं। अकाली दल अमृतसर भी है,
उनके ऊपर कार्रवाई होगी?